Can we hit that? Right there. I was really hoping to let them use the ambush setting, and that did not work. They spotted every single section well in advance. I do not like that one bit. This is Close Combat Last Stand Arnhem. You're watching episode 26 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. Let's head back over to Veghel. We got 506 parachute infantry in this 0900 fight. We're going to have a real fight on our hands. I'm not looking forward to it, but we are going to at least be dug in, so we'll see if that lends itself. Breaking Bad Company is making a return. It's been a little while since we saw these guys, but they are stacked pretty good. So just looking it over, first platoon is basically all rifle. Second platoon, more of the same. Now over in third platoon, we do have 2 mortars and a machine gun. We got this weird engineer team with Ted, and I just don't know if I drop that and take another mortar. We have points. It's not like we don't have points. I just don't know if like a mortar or an MG or just keeping the infantry is kind of the way to go. I want a mortar, to be honest. And the only other thing, I guess, is like if I do an MG, I don't know if I'm going to have like 2 good positions, right? Like maybe 2 MGs, 2 mortars is the option. You know what? I don't know. We're going to do it. We're just going to pull the trigger. We're going to go with a machine gun. This is going to be Ted. And we're going to hope for the best. Like I said, I don't know if there's 2 good spots to put machine guns, but there's going to have to be. All right, they have decent infantry. And thank you for explaining this to me. These guys are borrowed from another battle group. So, Grenadier with an MG42. Grenadier with an MG42. They have a Panzer Shrek here instead of a Grenadier MG. I'm not going to play with that. That's fine with me. This. I don't like this. More Grenadier. So they're loaded on infantry. They're not even going support. They're just going like 3 full platoons of infantry. And a mortar. All right. We're just going to have to live with it, I guess. They have a legit chance here. All right, I did find 2 good spots for Hector and Ted. Both of them can see a pretty wide area, and they can both target the 4-story windmill. So I like that position. The bad side of this is I don't want to give up a lot of ground, and the only places that are well defendable are far back. So what I've done is I put Jane and Gomez in the front. Now, when the role was reversed and I was attacking from the south, they had enemy units here and I could not see them. And so, will I be that lucky? Probably not. But I figure it's worth a shot. Behind them, I do have Walter Jr., Gus Fring, and Hank. Now, this is kind of the real line of defense in the event that Jane and Gomez can't hold it. The enemy does have 3 full platoons of infantry, so I don't think 2 sections are going to hold it. But if I can get some good mortars on them, that might make a difference. Moving to the east, I do have Walter and Saul kind of pulled to the rear. Now, Saul does actually have this weird line of sight from the 2nd story that they're in, kind of across Walter's building. And as long as they're shooting farther into the field over here, they should be able to hit targets just fine. We'll see if that moves into practice once this kicks off. Towards the front, though, I do have Skylar, Jesse, and Mike kind of horseshoeing this northeast corner. And that's just going to keep the enemy from advancing northeast. I don't think they're going to go northeast. I think they're going to go north and try and move directly to the bridge. But I did want to keep this area locked down. Behind them, I have Huel and Marie. They're manning the mortars. So the big reason that we had to have infantry here in the front is to keep the mortars close to the front without being the first target. And then last, I do have Gale hanging out with Ted. Gale's there to help provide support as well as additional firepower, given that Ted is the front line of defense, and the enemy's going to spawn pretty close, or could spawn pretty close. So I just wanted to have a little bit more gun power in that 3-story building. I don't know if we're going to like this, but it's the best I got. All right, mortars online. I see theirs. Ours are going out. Shots fired. They see Skylar. Open up on these guys. They are engaging on Gomez, so they can see Gomez. That's not great. Engage here. And can we hit that? Right there. I was really hoping to let them use the ambush setting, and that did not work. They spotted every single section well in advance. I do not like that one bit. I think we might take that shot right there. And Skylar is half dead already. Mortars relocate to this Grenadier MG. This team is down to one guy, it looks like. We got a good hit right here, it looks like. No casualties, but they are on point. If Skylar can get some smoke out, I would like to move them back. More teams right here. We did get that. Team is wrecked. Moving to this one. These guys are dead. Skylar has not popped smoke. There goes the smoke. Try and crawl them out of there. And I don't know if Ted can't see that. No, that's a weird spot that nobody can see. Gomez is also having the same kind of problem Skylar's having. They're down to 2 men. We got runners here. We hit this. No. Right there. Save mortars. I might pull Gomez back. See if we can crawl them all the way out of there. And you know what, to be honest, I might just do the same with Jane. I don't know. Jane can hold that position for a minute, see if Gomez gets out of there, but we're going to have to give up that position. No line of sight. No line of sight. Wow. Ted really got shredded. Open up. All right. Shoot. I don't know if we try and move Jesse Pinkman up to like the next hedgerow. We could drop some mortars in here. Good hit. That was worth it. There's another team right there. Got a hit there. Good. We just keep picking off random people. That'll be very helpful. Got another hit there. Ooh, who'd we lose? We lost Ted. I'm not clear who's shooting at Ted. Who is it here? I guess it's there. I couldn't find a target there. I don't... Okay, like, we don't see it if they're there. Let's try and get out of there. And they are pushing hard. Gale, focus on this for a moment. Jane is taking some hits. Right there, we'll just put some machine gun fire in there. Might be an MG42 right here, I guess. We got some more hits with the mortars. Good hit here on this Grenadier. Targets in the trees, maybe? It's not looking pretty. Skylar did make it back, so let's just get them over this little hump on the road. That's 9.5. Yeah, there's 2.5 meter difference there, so we'll just get Skylar to safety. And Gomez did make it back, so we're just going to keep them crawling until they get to the rear. Jane, who was doing okay, is no longer doing okay. And I'm not sure if they'll make it out of there because they're in clear line of sight of the enemy machine gun. And it doesn't seem that we can do a lot to get them suppressed. MG moving up. See if we can get this Grenadier team. With Ted dead, that is a much weaker position. So I might see if I can pull Mike over here. And I don't know if we even then move Jesse up there to Mike's spot. Mortar out on This Grenadier, they did not get a hit. We're going right here on this one. There's a team right there as well. Bad shot. We are out. So Maria's out. Huel has 3 shots. See if Huel can get like a decent shot in there. Jesse, get down. Put some shots there. Skylar's making it out of there. Huel, do something. Shoot. No good. Last shot. No. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull Huel back. And actually, Jesse has good line of sight there. We're going to let them do that. Marie will do the same thing. I just want to get them to safety. We're down to 400 rounds, so might have to hold fire on Hector. Their whole point was to cover Jane, who is not going to make it. Kind of need the enemy to advance comfortably anyway. They need to be able to stand up and run. Can we get this one guy? It's like, seriously, one guy. Yes. Do we get it? Yeah, that whole team is dead. All right, Jesse, stay low. Can we get these guys to the rear of the building so the machine gun stops shooting at them? And then I don't know if I try and bring these guys around into the west, because we know that the enemy was way more potent than I am. So I'd almost rather wait. All right, they got a Panzerschreck moving up. Gale. All right, it does seem like we broke contact by moving away from the windows. So if these guys slowly crawl back up, we might be able to get there undetected. Like I said, Jane's not going to make it. This poor last man, there we go. That was it. That poor last man was having a bad day. But if these guys will start pushing out, that'll give us an opportunity to shoot some running targets. All right, the real question is, do we just wait on auto engage for them to get close? Or does that put me at too much risk of being overrun that I open up early? I hate to open up because the machine gun over here in the 4-story is just going to shoot back. But also hate to have these guys like, I don't know, this is probably where they'll engage 25 to 30 meters. I hate to have many stacked up right here and really be in jeopardy of being overrun. If they're going to trickle in like this, like, I'm totally fine waiting and letting the Panzerschreck get right up to me. All right. Gomez. I don't know, maybe set up in this building with Hector. That machine gun that they've got is still not ineffective. They have 488 rounds, so that's not bad. They're just going to be ineffective if they keep getting shot at. Grenadier MG, Grenadier MG. All right, kill this guy, just like that. Okay. Okay. And what about Gale shooting this team right here? Jesse, no line of sight. No. No. I don't know if, like... So now, that's the question right now, right? Do I give them the ceasefire? Because I have no reason not to. Right? Like, I don't have to win this. I hold the bridge, and I've inflicted damage on them. So, like, I should give it to them, right? Like, keep them bogged down right here. I don't know that it... benefits me to keep the fight going. If I really thought I could win it, that'd be a little different. I don't think anybody can see these guys. Everything from here east is going to be hard to spot. So Mike is a little bit low on ammo. We got more troops moving. Ooh. Gale's low. Yeah, Gale's like down to the bare bones. That's where we'll get overrun. Can Jesse take Gale's spot? And I'm torn here. I want to move Walter up. Saul Goodman can see these guys, so we let them shoot. As long as I'm not taking excessive casualties, there's kind of no reason not to keep the fight going. There's Mike. Mike doesn't have a good opportunity there. And nothing. It's just the one tree that's in Hector's way. Alright, Gomez, get over there. Hector, you're free to engage. Hector can see that. And Gomez setting up. Good hits here. There we got that guy. There's one more right here. Got another team running. Okay. That was worth it. So I stuck it out and they were routed. I almost gave in because I just didn't want to keep taking bloody hits, but thinking that through, being patient and just saying I'm not taking a lot of hits right now paid off. So enemy was unable to retreat and they disbanded. I am down to 87% morale. They're at 31. Huge discrepancy there considering my defense. I like the layered defense that I went with, even though it was costly at the beginning in the Northwest, but I still feel like it paid off. It kept them from just being able to advance freely, as well as me being able to spot and pick off little teams here and there. So I think that was worth the casualties when it was all said and done. We killed 10, wounded 37. They killed 10, but only wounded 12. So way better there. I'm very happy with it. Up first is Walter. They didn't do anything. They stayed in the rear. Jesse took one casualty, but got one kill. Saul Goodman, no kills. Mike, couple of casualties, but 6 kills. Skyler really did take a beating. That one's just luck of the draw. They were hiding. They shouldn't have been spotted. Enemy still spotted them. Not much I could do about that. Hank stayed in the rear, no kills. Gus Fring, same situation. They were back there with Hank. Jane, yep, we know. Jane got hit. But 4 good kills, totally worth that spot. Walter Jr., same thing, no kills. Gomez. Now, Gomez in the front was not obviously as effective. All the action kind of happened with Jane. But by Gomez being up there, Jane wasn't just instantly overpowered. Gomez made it out of there. They were ready to fight again in the rear if we needed them to. I still don't mind the idea of having them up there. Gale used every bullet they had. They come away with 4 kills, and that actually worked out really well. Marie, very active, 7 kills on the mortar. Hector, not too bad considering they were the further back machine gun and they had a little bit more shady line of sight, but they come away with 6 kills. Ted, unfortunately, that MG42 or whatever was set up in the 4-story just totally wrecked Ted. And they do still have 4 kills, but we lost all of Ted. Huel did good on the mortars. That is not bad at all. That is, 15 kills? So, way to go, Huel. makes me feel like I made the right choice taking 2 machine guns and 2 mortars. I don't know that an extra mortar here would have made that much of a difference, but I did kind of like that match. So I'm going to probably stick with that on the next go. Enemy first platoon leader, wiped out, no kills. Grenadier, 1 kill, might as well be wiped out. Grenadier is wiped out, no kills. Grenadier's wiped out with 4 kills. MG42 had 2 survivors, no kills. Interesting. Hold on. Oh, they have another MG42. Okay, we'll come back to that. Second platoon leader, unharmed, no kills. Grenadier MG, 2 kills and 50% casualties. Grenadier, wiped out, no kills. Panzerschreck had a bad day. I don't know why they led with the Panzerschreck, but those guys were not going to make it. MG42, only 1 kill. That's what I was wondering. So it wasn't one of their MG42 teams that was wreaking havoc on me from the windmill. It had to have been one of these Grenadier MG teams. And then third platoon support leader, wiped out, no kills. Mortar, I'm so glad I found them early. We got the whole team. I don't even know if they got a shot off. Those guys got destroyed. Grenadier MG, this team with 3 kills. Almost everybody survived. Grenadier MG, wiped out. These guys have 9 kills. They might have been one of those more active teams. Grenadier MG, 50% casualties, 2 kills. So, a little bit of patience paid off. Still kind of bloody. Not consolidating all my forces together worked well. Also having the idea that they were going to kind of fight together worked well. And I put teams where they had some concealment and then also a little bit of covering support from the MGs. Because I saw so many targets, it did take me a minute to cue in on the fact that there was machine gun fire coming out of the windmill because I saw other people shooting, and that's just what I assumed was going on. But either way, that was a me problem. The rest of the battle actually went well. I'm very happy with it. Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Also, if you enjoyed this fight, go ahead and like the video. Click the subscribe button to support the channel, and you can support me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.